We've made it to the lovely city of Kyoto and been greeted by some fantastic sunshine. Not sure that the sunshine is going to last all the time we're here, but fingers crossed that it will do. Just dropped the bags off at the hotel that we're going to be staying at, but we can't check in for a few more hours now, so just going to dive in and start exploring. I arrived into Kyoto around midday, so I didn't have too long to explore on my first day, but I headed out towards Fushimi Inari Taisha. This area is most famous for having thousands of torii gates. It can be very busy lower down, but as you climb further up Mount Inari, it does become less crowded. So we're currently walking around the Inari Shrine area where there's thousands of these torii gates. It's absolutely incredible just to be walking through them. Just one step after another, you just keep hitting one more. It's a good thing you don't have to bow between each one of these ones, otherwise you probably have a really sore neck by the end. And if you are meant to, I apologise. So we're currently now just on the way up to the summit of Mount Inari. A sign said it would take 40 minutes. It's 14:36, challenge accepted. At the top of Mount Inari, you'll find a shrine where you can go and make a wish. So, made it to the top. It's now 14:53, so definitely not 40 minutes, so take that 40 minutes. So I've made it back down to the bottom now. Managed to find myself a little red torii gate to buy as a little souvenir, so I'm happy with that. Just going to have a little wander around here and then get the train back into the centre. So good morning, welcome to the first full day in Kyoto. A little bit drizzly at the moment, but I think it is meant to stop raining in about an hour or so fingers crossed for that. But we're going to go over to the Gion Ward area and have a look through there, and I think we're also going to try and go across to the Monkey Park this afternoon as well. My second day started off a little more grey, but I wasn't going to let that stop me seeing what Kyoto had to offer. I went up to Kiyomizu-Dera temple, which is a Buddhist temple that has a large wooden terrace. In the area around the temple, you can also find Suigudu Hall. This hall is definitely worth looking at if you get a chance, as it is completely pitch black in the basement, which is to symbolise the mother's womb. Right now we're just having a look around the Kiyomizu-Dera area. There's a few temples and shrines around, and there's also this building behind that only opens at particular times of the year. It's only January to March this year. I don't know if it's an every year thing, but we're going to go in and take a look. Can't film or take photos inside, which should still be quite interesting. Around the back is the Ottawa waterfall, where the water is separated into 3 streams, which are said to have different benefits. These benefits are longevity, academic success, and a prosperous love life. But make sure you don't drink from all 3, as that is considered greedy. Just finished up now at the Kiyomizu-Dera area, so I think now we'll wander some of the side streets and just absorb the vibes. Heading down from this area led me towards a couple of Kyoto's famous streets, these being Sannenzaka and Ninenzaka. Along these streets you'll find plenty of shops and restaurants. So just finished having a look down some of these streets, and now we're going to go and hop across to the Monkey Park area. So I believe it's just a bunch of monkeys roaming free and have a nice look at them. Using public transport, I got myself over to the other side of Kyoto. We are now on the west side of Kyoto in the Arashiyama district, which is where the Monkey Park is located. So we're going to go and find that. I think it's meant to be up a bit of a steep hill, but it should be a good climb and then get to look at some of the monkeys. I headed for the Monkey Park and started the climb up the hill after buying my ticket. So just on the way up the climb to go and see the monkeys. It was about a 20-minute walk they're estimating from the bottom, and then take a bit of time just to relax and watch the monkeys do their things. There were so many monkeys roaming around, even on a slightly wetter day, so I'm sure it's even better when the sun is out.
There's a building that you can go into to buy food that you can use to feed to the monkeys. You'll be inside when feeding them, so you'll be safe from the monkeys jumping on your head.
Just on the way back down now from the monkey park. It was a really nice little spot, lots of monkeys roaming around and a few baby ones as well, which was nice to see. Just on our way now to the bamboo forest, just crossing across the Togetsu-kyo bridge. It looks pretty awesome from the side.
The bamboo forest is just a short walk from the monkey park, and it is free to enter, so make sure you don't miss it when you're in the area.
So, as you can probably tell, I am now inside of the bamboo forest. It is pretty spectacular in here. I'm not going to even go for an estimate of how many pieces of bamboo there are, but there are a lot around.
There are some lovely paths to walk on whilst you get lost amongst the bamboo. It is also possible to get a rickshaw ride around here too.
The bamboo forest is quite nice to have a look around, a bit smaller than I thought it was going to be, but still pretty interesting, so go and have a look. It is free to do so, so you may as well. It's right next to the monkey park if you're coming this way anyway. But I think that's about all the sightseeing I'm getting for today. Just going to maybe go look at a few shops and then crash back at the hotel, I think.
In one of the areas next to the bamboo forest, I found some creme brulee donuts, which I hadn't seen anywhere else before, and decided to buy one and pair it with a matcha tea.
Hello and welcome to another Kyoto day, this time under the umbrella. It is raining unfortunately, but we're going to go and do the Nijo Castle and then I think maybe go and hide out in the aquarium. So it should at least be dry inside there unless we've got a few leaks going on.
Nijo Castle was built in 1603 and was used as an imperial palace before being donated to the city.
So we're into the grounds of Nijo Castle now, so it was about 1,300 yen I think to get in, so we'll start to have a good explore around.
There are a few buildings that you can go inside whilst you're there, but you aren't allowed to film inside them, so I only have footage from the gardens.
So we're just approaching the Kyoto Aquarium now, so we're going to get a ticket and then we're going to go and have a look around and just dodge some of this rain that's forecast.
As the rain was still coming down, I decided to escape inside the aquarium, which was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. There were plenty of different sections to look around and lose track of time whilst looking at all the aquatic life. There was a nice little penguin section, and we were lucky enough to arrive just in time for feeding. Nara is an easy place to get to if you're based in Kyoto, and this is where you'll find plenty of deer roaming around.
So just finished the train to Nara. It was about 45 minutes, so now I think it's about a 5-minute walk just to get up to the main sort of deer park area and where some of the temples are. So we're just approaching the Todaiji temple. As you can probably tell from my hair, it is a bit wet, so we're going to try to dodge the rain for a little bit in here and hope that it stops by the time we come out.
The Todaiji temple was constructed in 752 as the head temple of all provincial Buddhist temples. Inside, you'll find a massive bronze Buddha statue that stands at an impressive 15 metres tall. Although it was still a bit wet, I did my best bow to some deer to try get a bow back, and then gave the deer a cracker, which was a very fun experience. Another place that you can visit from Kyoto is Himeji, where you'll of course find the famous Himeji Castle.
So we've made it to Himeji, just walking up to the castle now. Dropped our luggage in some of the coin lockers just at the station, so hopefully they'll be nice and safe there. And now we've got, I think, about 3 hours to sort of speedrun an entire visit on this castle. So we're now inside the grounds of Himeji Castle. Ticket for a combined one that also lets you do the Koko-en Garden was 1,050 yen, so it doesn't seem like a bad price. So I'm just going to walk up now. So we are inside now. We've had to take off our shoes. Thankfully the ground is not that cold and we are having a good little look around. It's really cool inside here. The stairs in this place are incredibly steep. I don't know if that's how they were all the time, but it is crazy.
There are 6 floors that you can explore whilst climbing to the top of the castle, with a few objects and information boards to look at, and you also get some lovely views whilst on your way up. Just be careful when visiting if you're tall, as the stairs are quite steep and you can very easily bang your head.
So we've now made it to the top. I only banged my head once on the way up, which is quite good going, I think. But the views from here look pretty spectacular, so let's take a look at some of them. So we're back down on the ground after climbing all of 6 floors and down again. Quite scary on the way down in socks because it was a bit slippery at points because of all the wooden floors, but we're alive, which is the main thing. So now I'm going to go and have a look around the gardens, I think.
The Koko-en Gardens can be found directly next to Himeji Castle, and the scenery inside is amazing. This is a very peaceful place to just go and relax.
So we're in the Koko-en Gardens at the moment. It's absolutely beautiful in here. Definitely recommend getting that combo ticket so you can come in here as well.
I hope you've enjoyed this video on my time in Kyoto. If you have, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video soon.